Welcome to the Excelsior Health Podcast. This is the podcast for busy professionals and busy parents who are looking to lose body fat while gaining strength so they can ultimately transform their health. What we do on this podcast, guys, we take the complicated, confusing aspects of health and fitness and we break it down to simple strategies and tactics that you can incorporate into your everyday life and see real results. I'm your host, Coach Cory Fernandez, the owner of Training for Warriors Saga. We are Mississauga's #1 personal strength training studio. And guys, today we have a really good episode. This is me sharing my personal opinion. And basically what I'm going to say is this is 3 things that I hate about the fitness industry. So, disclaimer, I am in the fitness industry. Obviously, that's why I have this podcast. I am a coach. I am an owner. I love the fitness industry. I think it's filled with people that genuinely want to save lives and they want to help people, especially personal trainers and coaches. Like, they're people that they stem from wanting to help others. However, because obesity, weight loss, building muscle, all these things are such a big industry, you get so many people trying to make a quick buck. And what happens is you impact the information that gets communicated to clients, you confuse people, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating as a coach, it's frustrating as a business owner. So sometimes I'm on social media and you see things and I get frustrated, so I can only imagine what someone who hasn't spent years in school and certifications and courses and they don't live in a gym, what they can think or how they can be misled about what is necessary to transform their health or to start working out. So I'm just going to give you a couple things that I was thinking about. One of the things that I hate is I hate the polarizing sales tactics that are on social media, right? So I'll give you an example of that is this line I think I want you guys to be wary of. This one thing is what helped grow my glutes. This one thing is what made the difference in helping me lose fat. Guys, there is not one thing. There is a couple foundational principles pieced together, and there's all these other little details that can work for some people, and for some people it might not work as good. But these are the things that are posted on social media because it leads to viral shares, likes, and it leads to attention. And the reality is we're in a society where attention is probably the #1 currency. If you get attention, that eventually leads to dollars. And even for some people, attention just leads to self-worth. But for you as a busy professional, as a busy parent who's on the journey of transforming your health, I want you guys to be aware of these things. If you're following influencers, coaches, people that are just telling you this one thing, they're misleading you. And I, as a coach, I hate seeing it because it's just not the reality. Any coach knows there's a combinations of things that need to be done for long periods of times that produce results. So, and the reason why, coaches and influencers will do this is because it's kind of the way society is right now. We want the easiest, quickest, most convenient way to do something. And not that that's wrong. It's just most of the things that we want, like making more money, being healthier, great relationship, they take time and they take lots of effort. So there's a reason why they're telling you one thing or this easy hack is because they know people will listen instead of saying, hey guys, the reality is when you work out, it's going to probably take you 3 years to 5 years to really transform your health. Every workout that you do, you're going to suck in the beginning. There's 10 different things that you got to know that you're going to learn 1 or 2 of them in the beginning. Then you're going to learn this. That is not sales. That is not encouraging. So you just got to understand when you're seeing these things, how to filter out. Maybe the one thing that they're saying is helpful and it can help you. But I promise you, there is not one exercise that's going to make you build a better butt. It's just not going to happen. There's not one exercise that's going to make you build any certain body part just ultimately better. And I'll give you an example. Squats is one of the best exercises. However, if someone didn't choose to do squats, which I think they should, I highly recommend, you could still build your glutes other ways. There's hip thrusts, there's leg extensions, there's hamstring curls, there's deadlifts, there's other ways that people can do it. So you can see how that statement could be misleading, even though squats are one of the best moves that you should be doing. Same thing goes for like nutrition. This one diet is the best diet that you gotta have, right? Yes, maybe a carnivore diet can work for someone, but maybe it's terrible for someone else. Maybe intermittent fasting can really help someone lose body fat. Go for it. But for someone else, maybe at the end of the day, they fall apart because they just didn't have consistent amount of food. So don't associate one thing to improving your training, to improving your nutrition and getting your results. Instead, look for these little habits, incorporate them, and then piece together usually the key habits that are going to build your lifestyle. And for most people, again, it's 3 to 5 critical things that when you do these things, they're probably going to produce 80% of your results. Last part that I want to put here, guys, when it comes to the polarizing kind of tactics that sometimes trainers do, is one thing I hate the negative, like comparisons on social media. Giving your opinion of like, man, guys, I would not recommend doing this. I don't think that's the best route. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, on social media, it's becoming so negative that a lot of times you'll see coaches and trainers have somebody else's reel of someone else talking, and then they'll be on top and they'll say, guys, that is absolutely wrong, terrible advice, blah, 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 blah. For me, it's just annoying. Like, if you disagree with something, disagree with it, say it, but don't like bring someone down and bash someone down in the process of doing it. It's just, it creates too much negativity. And I think oftentimes it takes away from the good that someone's trying to do. Like, I know like someone who I do like, and I actually really love their content, is Lane Norton. He goes that route, but that's his thing. And then now I see so much other people do that, but it just takes away from the overall message. So I would be weary of people that get their clients and get their fame from like smashing other people's content. Is like, just focus on what you know and what you do in your opinion and try to help people in a positive and ethical way. All right, next thing I hate in the fitness industry is a lack of transparency and honesty. So as a busy professional, a busy parent, you're trying to figure out what's the program, what's the coach, what's the habits, what's the strategy that I need. And sometimes what you have is people in the industry, they're selling you things, but they're not giving you the full picture. So I'll give you an example. There might be a female influencer who her body is, for lack of a better expression, banging. She's got nice boob job. She's got a tummy tuck. She's got a fatty, which basically means a BBL. But she's selling you a program on how to grow your glutes in 12 weeks. And my point is I don't care that the girl got a boob job, got her bum done, got a procedure, all power to her. She probably looks amazing. You know, it might catch my eye on social media, but don't create a program selling people without saying, hey, you also got to do these things to look the way that I look. This doesn't make sense. And that's something that happens on social media all the time is filters are put. People have all these procedures done. And then they put this program together saying, do this and you'll get similar results without those information. And it's just misleading because then now you have this woman who goes and puts the effort, that follows the program, does it for 12 weeks, and then she looks in the mirror and she's like, man, my body doesn't look like that. Like, I don't have glutes sticking out from the side. Like, I did the squats, right? And then if I compare it to guys, it's the same thing. Like, there's guys that we look up to that they're on steroids, they're on testosterone, and they have a certain physique because of those enhancements, and then they're selling you a program, and some of those programs might say, hey, we're going to do 12 sets of chest in this workout. And it's like a guy who's not on those, you're not able to do that. You're not able to recover in time to do that, right? You're not able to look that certain way because you're not taking steroids. So you could be following that advice and following those programs. But then again, when you look in the mirror, you're like, man, like, I don't look like those guys. And I respect the guys out there that are open and honest and say, yes, I am on testosterone. I am on these other things. I am taking steroids. It doesn't take away the hard work that they're putting in. It just means they're also using that along with the training, the dedication, the years, the nutrition to get the results that they're showing, right? So those are things that you got to be weary about is, can you take knowledge and advice from people that maybe have gotten procedures and, take steroids? I think you can. I do listen to people that have done that. I think you can. But I would say if you're someone who doesn't want to go that route, the best people to listen to are the people that have the body, the results, that haven't done those, right? Because now you really get more closer to the source of, hey, someone has done the thing that I want in the way that I want. Because if you're not willing to take steroids, if you're not willing to get certain procedures or do certain things, it's going to be hard for you to achieve those results that those people are promoting. Third and final thing, guys, that I hate sometimes about the fitness industry is, in the fitness industry, we overhype the workouts and the exercise compared to what really matters the most. It's the lifestyle. All right. So on social media, if you're looking for fitness or, the algorithms will feed you stuff, you're often going to see exercises that pop up. And it'll be a really cool infographic video saying, man, grow your glutes like this with this exercise. Add in this workout routine so that way you can target your abs. Add in this structure of style of training so that way you can grow your glutes. And the reality is there's no workout and there's no exercise that is really going to transform you, right? It goes back to what the lifestyle is. And in the lifestyle is the style of training you do. So for someone, they might choose, man, my style of training is strength training, right? Maybe bodybuilding. Someone else might be, my style of training is athletic training, where I incorporate strength training, but I'm also doing jumping, change of direction, sprints, right? Maybe it's more of a hybrid athlete where I'm doing mixtures of conditioning, gymnastics, strength training together. Maybe it's Pilates, yoga, right? That's a form of training. Then within every form, there's the exercises that you do. And then also, guys, there's the eating habits. Within every lifestyle, there's all different types of eating protocols that you can use, right? As I already mentioned, it could be a carnivore, it could be an Atkins, it could be high protein, it could be low carbs, it could be vegetarian, it could be vegan. They all make an impact. And then within the lifestyle, there's significant habits: sleep, hydration, stress management. All these things together is what produces the results. So when you're looking at someone go through a transformation and you see them say, what led to my transformation is this workout or this style, it's not the full picture. And it's misleading to a lot of people. It's all these things that go into it. All right. So my goal with today's episode is just to make my busy professionals, my busy parents, guys, make you more aware. Because when you're aware and you see this stuff, you'll be able to laugh, you'll be able to move out the other stuff to make room for the people that actually have the good information that can help you. So to recap, guys, things that I hate, things that you should avoid is, don't pay attention to the polarizing sales tactics of this one thing is going to change everything. Don't pay attention to people that are not transparent and honest with how they got their results. And then lastly, pay attention to the lifestyle. Don't put so much weight into the workouts and the exercises, because the reality is a workout And an exercise, especially when it comes to like fat loss, it's probably like 5 to 10% of the picture. There's so many other things that go into it. All right. So hopefully this one gave you guys a little bit more awareness and direction on how you should be listening to coaches and influencers. Keep listening to the podcast. Share this one out. Coach Cory signing out. Beasting.